Welcome to Truth and Company Boxing Podcast for another segment of 20 random questions. And tonight, not only do we have one guest, but we have two guests. And not only do we have one world champion, we have two world champions. Doesn't get better than that, gentlemen. We're going to ask the same 20 questions to both of these guys at the same time and see what type of answers we get. Tonight, we got Mike Anchondo, former WBO super featherweight world champion. And we got Joey Olivo, former WBA fly lightweight world champion. How's it going, guys?
Fantastic. Great. Just waiting to get on the board so we can get on.
All right, move over a little bit. Get in there, Joey. The world wants to see a world champion.
Okay. There we go.
Hey, man, I'm excited to have both of you guys, man. Like they always say, two world champions is better than one.
That's right.
So listen, give me a shout out real quick. What gym are you guys from?
Okay, I was out of downtown Maine. Okay.
Right.
Oh, right here, Norwalk. Oh,
Norwalk Boxing.
Norwalk Boxing Club. Norwalk.
Okay, and where's that at? That's in California, right?
Norwalk, California.
Norwalk, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys ready for your random 20 questions?
Let's go.
Okay, so we'll go first with Mighty Mike, and then Joey can answer the question. Number one question: how did you get involved in boxing, Mike?
I got involved in boxing when my grandpa took me to the first gym that he took me to was the Hollenbeck Boys and Girls Club in East LA, and it's still active. You know, it's still going. But he took me there, and then we went from there to the Baldwin Park Boys and Girls Club, and then that's when I was trained by Eddie the Animal Lopez, another champion.
Wow.
And he introduced me to his good friend Joey Olivo, and Joey and I met, and I was 6 years old, and then that's all. You know, it's been history since then.
Oh my God! So you've known Joey since you were 6 years old?
That was since I was 6 years old. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay, hey Joey, put the camera a little bit on Joey now. So Joey, how did you get involved in boxing?
At the age of 8 years old, I usually trained at the Teamsters Boys Club in downtown LA, and then from then on, I went to Lincoln Park, and then I went to the downtown Main Street Gym with Howie Steindler. He managed me at the time. I was amateur and then professional with Danny Ray Lopez, Albert Davila. I was in that stable back in the days, back in the early 70s.
Wow. Okay, question number two. Joey, we'll have Joey answer this one first. Question number two. What boxers inspired you in your career, Joey?
Mondo Ramos, the featherweight, lightweight champion of the world. Back in the 70s, early 70s, Mondo Ramos was a beautiful fighter. He had a beautiful jab, and I learned my jab from him, my Mondo Ramos. He was my idol, that guy. Good fighter, real good fighter. Also at the time, after that, I had Carlos Zarate, Fonso Zamora out of Mexico, Puerto Duran. But Mondo Ramos was probably the favorite that I really learned a lot from back in the days.
Okay, Mighty Mike. So same question to you. What boxers inspired you in your career?
I first got to say, Muhammad Ali. He was, he's the one who got me to the gym, and then, I got, of course, Joey Olivo. He inspired me as well. It's a major inspiration. Who wouldn't be inspired with Joey as your trainer? Looking back on him, it's just, it's great to have been taught, by a expert in the sport. Julio Cesar Chavez, of course, he's a legend, and until this day, he's still going at it. It's just rough, rugged. Roberto Duran, old school, but he was bad. He was a bad dude.
Okay.
There's others that I can't name off the bat, but I will say that boxing's been the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. It saved my life, definitely.
Okay. All right. Question number three. Mike, you can answer this one first. What advice do you give a kid that wants to become a boxer?
make sure that you want to do make sure that that's exactly what you want to do, because it's not an easy sport, guys. It's not an easy sport, and a lot of times you get a lot of kids who learn up to a certain point and then they'll stop because it's just too rough for them. But if you can and you just go and strive and going and don't let it get in the way.
You're breaking up on me, Mike. You're breaking up on me.
Don't be dummies. No, I said don't. Stay. Have the kids. I would like to. My advice is stay in school. Don't be dummies. But also, after school, straight to the gym. School and gym. That's it. You gotta be
okay,
focused, guys.
And Joey, what do you got to say?
Well, the kid wants to continue boxing. They've got a lot of dedication, a lot of heart. I mean, that's what you have to be born with. I mean, if it's in your blood, and if you want to do it, do it. If you're not sure of yourself, don't, because it's a real sport. It's not easy. We got a lot of, they have a lot of dedication, a lot of sacrifice to become a good fighter, even the world champion. You have to give up a lot of things, and it's a rough road. And but once you accomplish it, it's something that you'll never forget. Something that you always live with for the rest of your life.
Okay, all right, Joey. Question number 4: who is the one fighter that you never got to fight? Did you hear me?
Back in division back then, yeah. There was a fighter back then named Yoko Koshigan, the WBA flyweight champion, and I was number 3 in the world at the time, and then I was getting landed to fight him for the world title, and I guess some guy from Mexico beat him, and I never got to fight the guy. And the guy, I think he had 16 title defenses before he lost it to the guy from Mexico. But I want to. That's one I would like to fight. I would like to fight back in the days. But I didn't get a chance to fight him. But the guy that, but I did fight for the title, the WBA title, but I didn't fight against him. I wanted against. I took it from Quiroz from the Dominican Republic. I took it from him. But he was a guy I would love to fight, but it never happened.
Okay, Mike. Same question to you. Who's the one fighter that you never got to fight?
The one fighter that I never got to fight. I wanted to fight Marco Antonio Barrera. They almost had me matched up with him, for a world title. Now, if it comes down to it, I'll even take on that little Ryan Garcia too. Why not? It's boxing. It's boxing. Boxing.
Okay.
Let's go.
Question 5. What is something that your boxing fans don't know about you?
I like that question. I goes first.
Something that they don't know about me. I like to draw.
Okay.
I'm an artist on the side. I like drawing somewhat.
All right, Joey. What
don't?
Oh, go ahead. Joey, what same thing for you? What don't the boxing fans know about you, Joey?
Nah, I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy, and I guess that's about it. I guess all my fans know everything about me. But I think I'm a good guy. That's about it. And like I say.
So there's nothing they don't know about you?
No, I'm a good fighter.
Well, I think they already know that.
But anything else, I guess that's about it.
Okay.
I can't say.
All right, let's go to question 6. I'll ask Joey this first. What's the first thing you did after winning the world title?
Celebrate. I want to go with a big pizza. I was on a diet and I make 108 pounds for the fight, 108 junior flyweight, it wasn't that hard though. But I guess I want to go celebrate with my wife and my kids, and it was a life experience. It's something that I will never forget for as long as I live. When they said, "This corner, new champion," hey man, it felt good.
Same thing to you, Mike. What was the first thing
good.
you did? What was the first thing you did, Mike, when you won the world title?
I will say that that feeling of them saying my name, the champion, was definitely something that it fulfilled so many dreams. You know, as when I was young, as a young kid, I remember dreaming about that day, and I got to relive it. I mean, I got to live it that day, and it was hard work. It was hard work and everything put into one day where they did that. And what what I remember is them announcing me, and when they said you, ah, you know what I remember going into my locker room and having the belt around my waist, looking in the mirror. I was by myself, and I remember just crying. You know, I was crying tears of joy. You know, it was like a lifelong dream that just happened to me. I had the belt around my waist, and it was something that, you know, it's hard to explain because it's just to have that being a world champion, being the number one champion in the world, you know, it's just unbelievable. It's a great thing, and I believe at that, you know, working so hard. Joey will tell you, he's a witness of that. I got to train unbelievably hard, and it was well deserved. Much appreciated, much appreciated. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that in a you know in a rude way, but it was well deserved. You know, I definitely worked very hard for that.
Okay, so the next question I got for you and Joey, hopefully Joey comes back on. So where is the world title belt right now? Where is your world title belt?
Right now, it's hanging in my it's in my room, man.
Okay.
It's
Well,
in my room.
believe it or not, I've talked to some guys where it's in their sock drawer. So I
Yeah,
mean,
you know, I mean, the thing about it is, um, just reminds me, you know, I mean, you just being a world champion, ladies and gentlemen who are watching the stream right now, have to always remember that you have to live life like a world champion every single day. I fortunately have that reminder, you know, of just having that right in front of me because you know I'm proud of that. I worked very hard for it and much appreciated, of course. But it reminds me how to live how to live like a champion. You got to live like a champion. You know, that's something that we all got to do. Not just me. Everybody got to live like a world champion.
so is Joey coming back, or he's out there, or is he out there training the next world champion?
That's it. That's it. He's making them. He's making them. He's taking the reins right now. So
Okay.
he's not able.
Well, we'll catch him up if he comes back. We'll catch him up on the questions and get the answers from him. So let's go to let's see, number 8. What is the craziest or the funniest story that ever happened between you and a boxing fan?
Between me and a boxing fan, gosh, the craziest story. Um, I remember one coming to see me fight, and after he comes over to my locker, and you know, we were good friends.
I'm losing you.
Good friends, but friends.
Oh.
And I said, you know, over. I said, what's that?
I'm not getting any of it. I'm losing you
I
again.
said, come on over. After. Oh, how about now?
Okay, yeah, we're good.
How about now, John? We're good.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm telling him, come on over to my after party. And he says, okay. He says, after party. I said, yeah. And well, that good friend of mine, you know, he goes, all right, I'm gonna take my wife, and he took his wife with him, and we end up in my friend's garage, and we ended up just hanging out, and it was us, 5 of us, in my garage, and we were hanging out, and just knocking back a couple, just shooting darts and all that. Well, that friend of mine that had gone to an after party, you know who it was? You know who that friend of mine was?
Cool.
Who went to my after party, John?
Cool.
Terry Norris.
Oh my
Terry
God.
Norris. It was me, Terry, a couple of my friends, my family, my wife. That's it. Just in a small garage. But I tell you, we had the best time there. We had the greatest time. It was fun. We had a lot of fun. We just hung out and old school, old fashioned. I said, you know what? That's how boxing is. You just never know.
Nice.
You know.
All right, question 9. If you could have been a professional in any other sport besides boxing, what sport would you have been a professional in?
If I could have been a professional. Geez. You know what? I'd want to be a pro handball player. I took up handball here in this gym, and I won a couple of tournaments, but I would have liked to have gone pro in handball.
All right, that's an interesting answer.
Handball. Oh.
All right, question 10. I'm losing you again.
And it's like this with the ball. You good?
Oh, no. Yeah, you were just breaking up again for a minute. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, so I said I have the handball trophies. They have a guy standing, just, normal guy standing, just on top, and he has his hand out, and there's a little handball in there. And I have a handball trophy to witness. That's the ultimate. That's the ultimate.
So you got a world title in boxing and a handball trophy.
Handball trophy, yes, and I hold them both very, very, very high.
Okay,
I love it.
Okay, so question 10. If you could have a conversation with any animal and it could talk back, what animal would you talk to?
The animal. I would. You know what? Let me see. An animal to talk back. I mean, I miss my dog, man. I miss my poor sweetie pie. I had a dog, I had a shepherd, and my grandmother named her Sweetie. My grandmother. She passed a little after, but I wish I could meet my sweetie pie. I wish that I can. If I could meet the animal, right?
Yeah, you could. If you could have a conversation with any dog or any animal, and it could talk back to you.
My sweetie pie. It'd be my sweetie pie. That's it.
Okay.
And we'd go back and forth. I know, and she'd be talking so well about my grandma.
All right, question 11. Who's your favorite comic book, cartoon, or movie villain?
Spider-Man.
No, he's not a villain, though. He's a superhero.
Oh, you said favorite comic books? Oh.
Villain.
Villain only? I thought you said comic book character and villain.
No. Comic book, cartoon, or movie villain.
Oh, villain. I like, I like comic book, cartoon, movie, villain. The movie. Oh, Joker.
Okay, there you go. Yeah,
Joker.
Yeah. All right.
Joker.
All right,
Yeah,
number
definitely.
12. What is the most dangerous thing you've ever done?
Dangerous thing. Gosh. I mean, come on. You're talking to me about boxing. Boxing is unbelievably dangerous. It's like my life is on the line every time.
No, I do. You're right. You're right.
Time. That's pretty much dangerous right there.
That is. You spend your life. Yeah, your life is dangerous.
That's like life taking right there. So boxing, that's it right there. I'm doing what I do for a living.
Okay. All right. Question 13.
Right,
What's your question 13? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right. Question 13. What's
Hello?
your favorite? What's your favorite ice? What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
My favorite ice cream flavor, pecans and praline. Oh,
Okay.
Pins and pins. Fantastic.
All right.
That's when get off my diet and I'll go get some ice cream. I get pecans and praline. So
All right. Wherever you're holding the
delicious.
phone right now, leave it right where it is because it's perfect.
All right, great.
All right. Question 14. If you wrote a book on your life in boxing, what would the title be?
I did it, but so can you.
Okay. Question
I
15.
want to.
Oh, go ahead.
I want to be able to get as many. I want boxing to be the sport of our country, of our world. Boxing is the answer, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that.
All right. Question 15. Do you have any hobbies outside of the sport of boxing?
Outside of the sport, at the moment, I don't. Like I said, I love to draw. I love drawing before my fights. Very calming, very soothing. Get myself in a room, get the radio. Nice, subtle music on a nice day or in my room and just draw away and whatever's on my mind or whatever I got in front of me, I'll definitely do that.
Well, don't you also go fishing?
I love fishing. Joey and I are gonna go fishing next week
On your birthday?
for my birthday. Yeah, Joey and I are gonna go fishing. In fact, so the thing is another one, but I haven't been fishing in years. But definitely gonna do it. I know I am.
All right. Oh, you moved the phone on me.
How about now?
Yeah, it's good.
How about now?
All right. Question 16. Right. If you could go on a date with any celebrity, who would it be?
My wife's watching right now.
Well, hypothetical though. Hypothetical.
my wife is funny. She's sticking a knife right here by my ear. If I could go out with a celebrity, gosh,
any celebrity on a date that your wife would approve.
She won't approve of anyone. She won't approve of anyone. But I will say, Salma Hayek.
Okay.
Old school, but Salma Hayek's,
Okay, we'll leave it at Salma Hayek. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. If you keep talking, you're going to be on the couch.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Salma Hayek. I'll definitely.
Okay. Question 17. What's your favorite holiday?
Wow, John. Christmas is my favorite holiday, and it's just the greatest feeling in the world. Every Christmas, and I took it back when my grandma and grandpa were, and I used to live with them, and it was just such a big, event that I would enjoy, with my family, and I saw everybody happy and just no problems, nothing like that. Just everybody giving gifts, getting gifts, and just eating and having a blast. And that's my favorite holiday because of that reason. Every time I have Christmas now, I try and have that type of group with me or that type of family lifestyle with me wherever I'm at, and I hope to get the same similar feeling. I want to relive it again.
Okay. Question 18. If you could star in a movie with any actor, who would it be?
If I can star in a movie with an actor, gosh, since The Rock and since The Rock and what's his name? The comedian.
Kevin Hart.
My wife's Kevin Hart. Since they can do it, The Rock and I can do it too. Oh, you know what?
Okay.
Kevin Hart and I do it too. Well, I'd like to start a movie with Kevin Hart. He's hilarious.
Okay. All right.
I got caught for names, but he's one of my favorites.
All right. So question 19, if you could have a conversation with one person in history, who would it be?
One person in history. Che Guevara. I want to know a lot of things about, why he did the things he did and his beliefs, and one-on-one with him.
Okay.
Why he did the things he did, what motivated him. Or actually one person, or one person, or one God. Jesus Christ, man.
Okay, there you go. That's a good one.
Jesus Christ,
that's a good one.
I want to know exactly what to do. I want to know what to do. I want to say, Jesus, what do I do from here? Jesus Christ.
Okay, that's a good one, though.
Where do I go from here?
Really good one.
I would say, God, where do I go from here?
All right, here's your last question. Question 20. If you could sit down to dinner with any 4 people, alive and dead, alive or dead in history, athletes, whatever, who would be the 4 people at your dinner table?
4 people? Gosh, John.
Any 4 in history, alive or dead?
Muhammad Ali would be one of them.
Okay.
Because he was the reason why I did everything that I did. He's the reason why I'm talking to you right now.
Okay.
Gandhi. I want to know, I want to know some things. Gandhi. Che Guevara, like I said earlier, I mentioned him as well. I want to pick his brain. And my grandma. Grandma.
I bet your grandma would have a fun time with those 3.
All right. They say, who's this lady? I say, she's the most important person in this room. Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, I want to thank you. And can you call Joey back in real quick just so I can thank him? Does he have time to come back in?
You know what?
I'm losing
but
you
I
again.
will tell him that you did have him come on next time and get to do it. I said I'll have him come on next time and you guys could do an interview.
No, that's fine. I just want to let the fans know the reason Joey had to step out, guys, is because he's training right now in the gym and he had some guys that he had to continue to work with. So we appreciate that Joey came on and answered as many questions as he could before he had to go back out there and train. But we were having some technical difficulties and he ran out of time. So unfortunately, that's the way live stuff works. But we had Mighty Mike, and he finished the 20 questions, and we appreciate all the truthful answers he gave us and all the great answers, and they were really creative. So, Mighty Mike, I appreciate you coming on, taking time. I know we had some technical difficulty, but I'm going to let you get back to training as well. And it's been a pleasure to have both you guys on and talk to 2 former world champions.
Our pleasure as well, John. We appreciate it. I'm speaking for Joey as well, and you know what? Thank you, John. Anytime you want us to come back on, we'd love to talk boxing and just random questions as well.
All right.
We'd love to get
I mean, I'd love to have you guys back on just for a table talk, just to talk boxing.
Fantastic. We'll do that.
All right. Talk to you guys later.
There's a lot of
There's a what?
John, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of issues that as boxing as a sport has that maybe I could chime in and Joey could chime in as well.
Exactly.
There's certain things that that the sport can be helped with, and I'd love to give my insight on that as well.
No, that'd be great. You guys could come back on. We could just throw a couple topics around and just talk about boxing.
No doubt. As a matter of fact, we can even do it during a boxing match or something like that, and we could actually show, the people will be able to know exactly what we're talking about.
All right. Well, listen, I'm gonna cut it short now. Like I said to the fans, I'm sorry about technical difficulties, but we still had a great interview. I'm gonna try to cut it down as much as I can. But you guys have a good night, and the truth has spoken.